Bada bing, bada boom. Hey everyone, Imran Sadiq from Web Squadron. It's our first live chat of 2025, and I thought, why not? Let's go live today. Just touch base with all of you amazing people, how you all doing, and basically just checking up on what you're all up to. I've had a very, very good, productive 2 days, including today, even though today's not over. Hey Mark, how are you doing? 8 videos. This is the glory of when your son goes back to school, right? I've spent so much time prepping and thinking about ideas and things to record and new solutions. I'm always thinking of new solutions, right? 19 video ideas. In fact, it's 23 because one of them I still need to prep a bit more, but 19 solid ideas. 4 recorded yesterday and edited. 4 recorded this morning and edited all within an hour. I'm on a high at the moment, and that's 8 videos. And when I release sort of like 3 or 4 a week, that's like 2 and a bit weeks worth of content. Hey Mohammed, happy new year to all of you too. Asraful, I'm all right. Didn't do much in terms of video productivity for the last 2 weeks because my son was at home. Still got website work and stuff like that. Got a client who's now agreeing to a deal for a very simple, basic 5-page website. It's one of those basic ones that you can get done in like a couple of days, but they've agreed to the price that I've given them for that. Just to let you know, it's £5,000 for a very basic website, so that's going pretty good. Productivity on the videos, ideas, new solutions. Got a one-to-one consultation in 1 hour and 50 minutes. So that might lead on to other work or whatnot. So things are going well. All right, things are going well. Obviously, sorry, I've just got to quickly check. I think I've just gone and done something wrong. Can you just confirm that the sound and video is okay? Because when I'm talking, I don't have headphones in my ear like I know some other live streamers do. So I'm slightly reliant on you to let me know if things are all right. Hey, Tom Upton, how are you? And WP Magin from Bangkok. I hope you like today's video, which is about Mega Menu, based on a question that came in the Facebook Web Squadron group yesterday morning. And I came up with a solution, tested it out, still worked, told the person about it. And I thought, let me investigate further, and the solution still works. So I did a video yesterday on it, and that video came out today about Mega Menu and how if you've got a Mega Menu with like loads of items, every time you go to a new page, you might want a brand new item to appear on the right, and it's part of the Mega Menu. It's not a separate widget. And I just found a way to do it whereby the ID matches your page slug, and it's brilliant. It's like brilliant. You know, you can't go wrong. So it's taking the Elementor Mega Menu a step further. And I'm pretty sure if you want to take the code and the logic and apply it to bricks or anything else or anywhere where you can apply and build a Mega Menu, you can do that. Because when you look at the code, it's not that big. Have you seen the video for the Mega Menu page slug matching? Look at the code, right? The HTML bitty thingy midge that I added in. It ain't that big, right? So if you want to now tinker with the class names, because they are obviously relating to the Mega Menu en menu item content thingamage, you could do that. So and that's the thing that I liked, that I think slightly sets me apart from maybe other video creators, is that I try to find great solutions. Tomorrow I've got another one coming out about the inverted border radius. We did a video about 5 or 6 weeks ago. I've slightly refined it and made it even easier. That video comes out tomorrow. 1-page shop. Brilliant video I've got on that. And I'm building upon what I did over a year ago, but now I've made it even easier. So that's coming out. And then there's loads of little CS neat tricks that I've never done a video for that I just want to showcase out to you. So again, you're going to see stuff coming out over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, there's always things on the go. Um, and even though we are agreeing with to build a website for someone, it's a simple 4 or 5 page website. I must say that even though it's fun to do, there is a little bit of me that goes, "Oh, great, client work again," because we have a good relationship, we understand each other, but there's always a little bit of uncertainty, right, when you build a website with a client. Now, I want to just check. Hey, TJ, Brad, Srimali, how are you? Ronald, Titus, Dave, Phil, hope you're well too. Happy New Year to you too. 360 Facts, Tony from Nigeria. Thank you very much. I will try to keep up the good work. How has your Christmas break and New Year been? Did you get loads of prezzies? Any surprises? Any brand new ideas for 2025? My idea for 2025, hey Floyd, my idea, and I'm not sure how I'm going to pull this off really, is I have been wondering, and this is very early stages, and I've not spoken to anyone yet, is I have seen other channels do this quite successfully, but I've also seen how it goes totally wrong as well. Is they open it up to have other people who want to create videos as well. Now, the people that create videos, they don't actually get anything out of it other than coverage, which can go towards helping them out in terms of their brand and their profile. And there's no commitment for them to stick around. So they might be, in and out after a few videos, or maybe they'll do more because it might help their brand as well. But some people have been branching out and letting others do videos as well. I'm a little bit sensitive to that because I'm very protective over the Web Squadron brand, the video, the styling, and all of that. And if I ever did consider letting people do videos and they were being promoted on the Web Squadron channel, I'd have to make sure they kind of meet the quality of what I put out. Now, I'm not saying the videos I put out are brilliant. I think like I'm still a bit of an amateur. I'll tell you what, I'm so jealous whenever Paul WP Tuts puts out videos because I feel like his editing quality is off the scale. And there are other people that do videos where they've got B-rolls and like, animations, effects, and, they'll have other bits of footage coming in and out and stuff. And I always feel like I'm a little bit plain in what I do. When I do promo videos, I like to mess around a bit, and I feel like I've got that down to a T pretty well, reasonably well. But when it comes to general videos, I appear on the screen, I talk through the stuff, and then it cuts out to the outro with a bit of music and, a screen of something or the other. And that's mainly because I have so much on, right? I have so many videos I want to get done, and I'm trying to balance off life, being a father, doing stuff, client work, of investigating other ideas or other methodologies. And then on top of that, I also have other things I do. I don't just run a web agency. I don't just build websites and videos and tutorials. I like to keep my eyes on the stocks and shares, right? Sell, buy, what do we do? Invest and stuff like that. So there's always loads of things on the go with me. But it's an idea I've been thinking about. But I am very sensitive and protective. And if I ever did allow anyone to do WordPress, web agency, business related videos on the Web Squadron channel, they'd have to hit a certain bar. And I don't know if people are going to be up for the challenge on that. Brad, I'm really glad that you're liking the free guides. And that's the other thing, right? I've had a few people message me in the last 2 days where they've been a little bit, how shall I put it, not very nice that I won't offer a discount on my Elemental course or the CSS course. We did discounts when they first came out. The discounts are gone now, right? They're not happy about that. And I have to remind them, the amount of videos I put out, the amount of support I give on the Web Squadron Facebook group and other forums when I can, the free guides, the $1 guides, how much more do you want from me? And I wasn't upset by it, but I just found it amusing. They start going like, we can't afford this, and you know, we don't earn that much money, and you should be giving us a discount. Actually, no, I don't. You don't have to give anything. And it's the thing that we speak about so many times, that as an agency, as a freelancer, you will have so many people who are going to say, we can't afford that. Give us a cut the price down. I don't. For a long, long, long time, before I even started the YouTube channel, I was like, if I set a price, there is no, oh, I'll give you $100 off or 50. No, there's none of that. I just make sure everything is itemized. So if you want it all, you pay all. If you don't want to pay all, you tell me what you want to remove. I let them tell me, so that I can't, you know, and I might let them know that if you take that off, you can't have that. I'll let them know if there's dependencies, but I let them dictate it, and then they pay what they want. And with regards to the CS course and the Elemental course, if you want it, you pay for it. I can't cut the price by half or give you a 20% discount, because there's people buying it who don't get that discount. So that's just the way it is. Floyd, I'm really glad that you like the videos, and you know, you're always very supportive as well. Mark, who are you kidding? Flipping Sun, less fluff is much better, straight to the point. Yeah, I mean, I like creativity. Don't get me wrong, right? I love that. Sometimes I see videos and I would love it if I spent a little bit more time, but the amount I like to get done and out the door and scheduled and then move on to other things is, I get frustrated if I'm still working on a video 1 hour, like I'm still editing, and I'm like, oh God, come on, get it done, get on with other things. Mark's absolutely right. You know, as soon as you offer to lower your price, you devalue your service and work. Anything you post under Web Squadron, I'm just reading this message. Let me just scroll up here. Must meet your standards and be of value to subscribers. Yeah, that's the thing, TJ. And I'm not opening it up yet. Just an idea I've been floating around in my head, because it might help some people who are very creative. Because obviously we've got 105, nearly 106,000 subscribers. So we've got a bit of an audience. That doesn't mean 100,000 people watch our videos. You know, 500 people might watch it or 1,000 might watch it, but there's a bit of a coverage. And I'm having a think about it. But yeah, who knows? Anyone here got any major plans or something they've decided that for 2025 they're going to do that they were never going to do before? No, let me rephrase that. Any of you decided that you're going to up your game, or you're going to approach web design or your business, you know, getting leads, clients, communication, particular plugins? Are you still using Elemental? Are you still using Bricks? Are you using Etch? By the way, is anyone at Floyd says he's going to learn JavaScript? I was going to do a course on JS. So after I did the CSS course, I started building a JS course. I've got all my notes and stuff, and I spent a good week and a half planning it out. My only hesitancy with it was that it's very difficult to make a JS course interesting. And I just felt like I can't be bothered. So I started building it and I stopped. I may come back to revisit it. I don't know. I have to be honest. I was a bit like, I've got to have a better think about this. I just found that JS, the trouble with JS is it's very theoretical. And when you start to explain it, even with the bare bones basic, I always find that it's not the easiest thing to teach. So when you're teaching CS, you can start really, it's like SQL, right? You start really basic, select star from AdventureWorks. Or when you're doing CS, selector, right? You know, you stick really, really simple. With JS, you start going into console.log, and straight away you can see people going, huh? What the is all of this? And it's that whole explanation of all of that. And I found it, God, this is boring me to death. Phil says they're just submitting their first tender. Wow, Phil, 6-figure tender. Is this for like a council, or you're based in the UK, aren't you? I can't remember, Phil. Where are you based again? What service industry is this for? Tom, still using Elementor WordPress. I've been working on a new theme called Voxel. Yeah, I mean, Voxel is the step up from my listing. And I've been approached a few times to do a video. I just haven't had the time to sit down with Voxel and get into the nitty gritty of it. Media person, I'm new to WordPress, struggling to make my website. I want to ask, would you suggest a new website should be made with Gutenberg? It depends how you want to build. Because you're saying that you're struggling to make a website. So now you've got to ask yourself, are you okay working with blocks and patterns with Classic Editor and Gutenberg and stuff like that? Bear in mind that Gutenberg is still in its infancy in how it's developing, and it is a bit of a slow rate. Or do you want to jump into bricks, breakdance, elemental, something that, even though some of them are new-ish, you know, in the grand scheme of things, bricks, breakdance, they're all pretty new. Elemental, been around a bit longer. Do you just want to jump into a page builder where you can hit the ground running? Because you're saying that you're new and you're struggling. So I would say you're going to have a better answer for that in terms of what you want to do. Floyd, any plans for diving into block theme development? Nope, I have no intention of doing that at the moment. Hey, Happy New Year, Riel. Phil, private schools in the UK. There you go, Phil. That is a good market to get into, especially if they're looking to invest and you can build like a template for the schools. And a lot of private schools, academies, they're part of a network where they have an umbrella company. The same with care homes, nursing homes, residential homes. You know, when you get in with one, and then they might go, oh, you know what? We've got 5 other websites or 5 other schools or nursing homes. We want to get them done as well. And then you can offer them a pretty good package to get things in. Mark, I like that. At least you can charge them VAT without feeling bad at the moment. Eva, do you think... Whoops, just missed that. Eva says, do you think Elementor is heading in the direction? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. You know, I'd struggle to see how... Could they make that leap into a proprietary like content management system? What about all the other websites relying on WordPress? How would you make that transition? So I'm not sure. Hey Eddie, how you doing? 10 mil, I'm so glad I'm an inspiration for you. In fact, you're an inspiration for me because you guys, people, everyone, your problems often inspire me to find another solution and help me to keep going on. Hey Wiki! Or Mark, or Barbara. How are you both? Oh man. Wiki. You're going to create more YouTube tutorials than me. I think you could. I mean, when we hit 100,000 in beginning of December, at that point, I had done just over 2,100 videos in the space of 3.5 years. So 3.5 years is give or take, I don't know, 1,200-ish, let's just say, right, whatever. I'm not saying you can't, but don't put the pressure on yourself. I may slow down one day. I may slow down to like 1 video every month. People might start worrying about where the hell am I. Michael Inglis creates static layouts with BS53, convert them to dynamic. Yeah, I mean, I would say that use what you need to use, right? I don't like when people judge you if you use Breakdance or Elementor or Gutenberg or Wix or Squarespace. I always say that we're all designers, we're all developers. And as long as we're able to produce something amazing, even though it might look like shit. Let's be honest here, okay? Sometimes we build websites and even us, we're like, oh. But the client wants it and they understand what they're getting. Even though you might have said, look, I don't think you should use that video or that image, but they want it. And for them, it ticks the box and it is amazing. That's what keeps us going, I think, half the time. Moduloa, thank you very much. I was laughing, Mark, because I have to say, the amount of videos I put out, even I surprise myself. And I have to say, it's quite stressful because there are days where I might have done like 6 recordings in 2 days and I've not edited any. I've got the 6 videos sat there and they need to be edited. When I start editing it, and then I realize that my site where I built it, I might have accidentally deleted the code. And I've got to go and watch my video and study the code. It's happened a few times. And then it's the description. Then it's making sure you put the right code in and the thumbnail and the uploading. And I'm telling you, when it comes to uploading, oh, I don't know if it's Mark or Barbara from Wiki Design here, or if there's anyone else here who does videos. Seriously, tell everyone here how not fun the uploading is, because I hate it. You got to do it, put your description in, then you got to go down. So, you got to go down, check the settings are all right. Then you do your tags. Then you got to go through screen after screen after screen, monetization, this, submit to make sure the content's okay, tick, tick, tick. Then you got to wait for it to upload, and then it does all of its checking and processing. Then you come back to it, then you schedule it. And because of the amount of videos I do, at the moment, I've got videos scheduled until roughly the end of February inside of YouTube already. And then what happens is I do a video, say today or tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, that video has got to go out on Friday. It's a killer video. I need to get that out. And then you got to go into YouTube. And it ain't, they haven't got a simple way of doing it, which I hate. They don't have a wonderful calendar where you can rearrange your schedule. You got to go in, schedule, change the date. Now go to schedule, change the date. Now go to schedule, change the date. And it is so flipping boring and depressing. On Monday, did you notice I had 2 videos come out? Did anyone here notice on... No, hold on. I think I had 3 videos. Yeah, I had the Elemental Beta 3.27 video come out yesterday evening. That was not scheduled. That was on the fly. But I had 2 videos come out at midnight Monday. Did anyone see those? That was a mistake by me, and it happens because I scheduled a video and I forgot I had another one. And because YouTube does not give you this wonderful calendar view, like drag and drop, I don't know why no one. Someone did a while ago, years ago, and then they stopped updating it and it doesn't work anymore. Why don't we have like a Google Chrome extension for YouTube where you can see a calendar and then I can go, oh, right, I've got 4 videos coming out next week. That one needs to be next week or the week after, and I just drag it. Kajunk. We just don't have that. Ridgevan says, I need help regarding whether I was publishing some large page in WordPress showing error code. I don't know. I mean, if you're out of memory, go and check your PHP memory limit. What's your PHP memory limit? What have you got? How big is the file maybe? How big is the page? Are we talking gigabyte page? What are we talking about here? Wiki design. The thumbnails are the most stressful part. We also do timestamps. Oh, damn it. Do you know what? I don't do a lot of timestamps anymore. I used to, and then I stopped because I just got fed up of it. Unless it's a really detailed video like a crash course on LoopGrid or a crash course on Mega Menu, then I make sure I do a timestamps because you need to know where to jump to in case you need to revisit. But if it's a video about inverted border radiuses, the curves and all of that, just watch the whole flipping video. Because most of the time, the videos aren't that long, and I don't see any benefit to jumping around in it. Media person, I want to make blog website, but as a newbie, I came across a lot of hurdles. One of them is high pricing of pro versions. Well, what you've got to think about is this, and I'm planning to do a video on this. It's one of my topic areas. Is you can get the pro version. and it's going to set you back $59, right? That $59 means you're going to get tons of widgets and stuff and templates and galore, and you can do everything within Elementor, right? Because you got the pro version. What you got to look at is what is the value of that? It might be $59 a year, but what is the value of that for you in terms of just building with ease? You can go and watch so many tutorials, stuff I've got, and you will be following and using the same tools they use. Or you can say that $59, even though it's valuable in terms of what you get out of it, I don't value it like that. I'm going to get the free version, and then I'm going to go, but I want to use templates. Right, I'll now install LE custom skin. Oh, I want to do something else. Oh, I'll install another plugin and another plugin. And before you know it, you might have 4 or 5 add-ons on top of Elementor free. And when there's an update from either Elementor or one of the other plugins, and you've got enable auto update or maybe whatever, you're going to have a bit of an issue eventually at some point. There might be some conflict or something. What if you're reliant on a third-party plugin that goes bust and is no longer being updated and there's a vulnerability? So I always say that if you want to use free, in fact, let me be clear, you should only use Elementor free to test the water. Because it's like when you have a 7-day trial or a 30-day trial of anything, you're testing the water, okay? You need to then get the pro version. Now, you can build a website on Elementor, like a one-page website with the free version, and never have to touch pro or any third-party add-on, if that's your intention. But if you're going to do blogs and whatever like that, you need to invest. Too many people go, I've got a business idea, but I ain't going to invest. I'm going to do this and that, and I've got an idea, and I know it's going to be brilliant, and people are going to love it, but I ain't going to invest. Well, why should anyone invest in you and your website if you're not willing to invest in it yourself? You can't have it both ways. You can't expect people to come to you and hopefully, you get adverts and all of this, you make a bit of income from affiliate marketing and all of that, if you're not going to invest back in yourself. Hassan, is there any coupon code for Elementor course? Nope, that's all gone. All ended. I was really forceful with my marketing when the courses came out. Like I was posting like images, like 25 days left, 20 days left, 15 days left. The price was going to go up. So the Elementor course from December the 12th was meant to be $150. The CSS course was meant to be $50. I decided to not hike the price up. So the Elementor is still $100. So technically, you're getting $50 off. The CSS course is still $25. So technically, you're getting $25 off because it's not $50. So no, there is no discount, but you should have it. Roadfall says, I have not had any errors like 404. And I have to be honest, and again, I'm going to do a video on this as well. I've got a list of what I call talking videos. A lot of the problems a lot of people get, I don't get. And I often sit there going, why not? And I think the answer is quite simply because I don't overload plugins and I'm very mindful of when I update and don't update. And I just feel like there's something else going on. I mean, there was an issue with rank math and Elementor 3.26, but then Elementor went and did an update for that. Hey, Jono from Cape Town. I hope you're okay. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Floyd, I mean, the discount went from, I think it went from September to October to December or something like that. And the whole 50% discount for the CSS course as well. So if anyone says they want a discount, I'll just remind them the course was meant to be double the price at 50. So you're getting the discount loaded in for you at the moment. Mike says, I had that exact problem making a website for my partner on a free version, then use more. Exactly. And that's the, we've all been there. Okay. When I first started using Elementor, I was using Elementor free. And on the third website, the first one, Elemental free and using add-ons. Second one, Elemental free, add-ons. On the third website, when I realized that I was now using 6 add-ons to achieve everything in exactly what I wanted without coding everything, that's when I was like, no, this is not the way to go. This is ridiculous. What are you doing? You've tested it out enough. You're happy with it. It works for you and the clients and what you're trying to build. Got to go get the pro version. And I'm glad we got the 1,000. And we'll never hit 1,000 websites because clients come and go. The highest we ever got to at one point, the highest was about 120 something. But then clients don't last, do they? For some people they do, but for some, like, especially during COVID, right? Some people went out of business. Some people started, they had an idea for a business, website's built. I mean, a year or two later, they decide, no, they're not going to maintain it or do what they want with it. So the number of licenses you use kind of fluctuates, right? Up and down kind of thing, which I don't mind about. And I'm actively in the process of offloading a lot of clients, basically in terms of I don't want to host them. And I'm slowly getting them out of that. I'm keeping a few, but I'm getting rid of a lot because even though it's recurring income, it's not the kind of recurring income I want. I don't like it if I know that you are you have a way of responding and a way of dealing with requests. You don't just drop everything, but I don't like it that sometimes, you owe them in a way because they've paid. You owe them some time. Because one of the beauties about freelancing and agency and all of that was after 20 years in the NHS, I don't want to be answerable to, I owe them because they're paying your wages kind of thing. I know that I have to give out my time and skills and knowledge when someone commits to, commissions me for a website or a video or a project, whatever. I know, and I will give them everything. But what I don't like, and I'm fed up of, is like they pay monthly and then at any moment you might get an email. And you don't have to deal with it there and then, but you're going to have to deal with it at some point, And the requests, you lose a little bit of control. If they ask for anything extra on top of what you said you would do, they pay for it. That's fine. But believe me, when you get an email, like on bank holiday or an evening, Saturday night or whatever, and they go, oh, here's 30 photos, we need to update our team page. Don't tell me you look at it and go, yeah, okay, let's do it. No, I feel a bit like, oh, God damn it. Why can't you just have a stable team? Why do you keep changing your staff? And you're all getting uglier. Like you've tripled in weight. What are you doing to yourself? You're meant to be like health and fitness, and you're just getting bigger. What's up with you? But you can't say that, right? Or just a stupid little change like so and so's got married. We need to change the surname, and you go, oh God, I just don't want to log in and do it. There's more exciting things in this world, right? There's other stuff I want to do. And like I said, you're not going to drop. You're not going to turn off the TV, rush into your office and go, right, change the stuff away. You're not going to do it there and then. But you got to deal with it. And then like the next day, you're going, okay, I'll deal with it. There's something else that's come in. And you go, oh, that's even worse. Like, you got to change the phone number. And then you do it and you go, better double check it's on the contact page. Better double check it's here as well. Or there's always these little things, right? And then you'll have someone who goes, I haven't received any emails. And you go in and go, because no one sent any. They go, no, they have sent me. I sent a test email. Did you get it? Yeah, you got it. No one sent you an email then. Or someone is sending an email and they're not getting it because you're not deleting your emails. Yeah, but I need to keep them. No, you don't. You can delete the deleted and you can delete half of your sent because you don't need them. Oh, but I want to keep them. Then friggin' download them. Stick them on your hard drive or something like that. But you got to delete them because your quota is full and your mailbox is imploding. Or even worse, their domain was on Bluehost and their website's built on GoDaddy. Let's not even start on Go fucking Daddy, right? But the domain's Bluehost. The email is provided by BT Internet, and the hosting is on GoDaddy. And the MX text records, they were totally fine. And then all of a sudden, kapoosh, something went wrong. Fuck me, right? And they're the little things that take the fun out of web design. I want to be designing. Do you know what I mean? Hey, John, how are you doing? Right, just back to the comments. All right. Yeah, TJ says he hates staff change. You hate them. And then they send you a photo that's obviously been taken on a iPhone or something in a not very well lit room. So there's a little bit of noise in the image, and you go back and say, can you send me a better image? And they go, I can't because they're not back in the office for 10 days. Or even worse, one of them, right, they send me a newsletter. And every time they send that newsletter, right, and I keep telling them, sometimes I refuse to do it, but they're so bunch of arses. I have to end up doing it. They send me a PDF for their newsletter. It's 3 pages. There is never any content on the 3rd page. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. There's not even a logo or a letterhead or anything. It's just a blank page. And I keep telling them, when you create this, make sure it's only 2 pages. And for the last 3 years, they've never got it right. And I get so cross. I cannot explain the amount of expletives that come out my mouth when they do that. Hey, Mafuch. Hey, Crystal. Mike, sounds like you're offloading the stress of clients. I think you're putting me off. Mike. No, to be honest, Mike, for some people, having recurring clients where they pay a monthly maintenance price or whatever, for some it works really, really well. I don't like that side of things. I don't mind building websites. I don't mind having long-term projects with people. Like there's one person, or a company, sorry, we're about to build their 4th website, I think in March time. Just got to finalize a few things. And they are what we call a premium client. It's all good. So don't let me, just because of what I'm saying, it's just my subjective, shitty view. Laura just offloaded all monthly clients except for one that I know I do a lot of big end fund. Exactly, Laura. Isn't it like, there are times when you get a text message from a good client and you're like, oh yeah, hey, how you doing? And they want something. You're like, yeah, no problem. We'll get that sorted for you. And you make time. And you have a video call or a face-to-face meeting. They've got their cup of tea. I'm there with my Pepsi Max. Everything is rosy. And then there are those motherfucking clients that you could not give a fucking shit about. And they contact you. And they're like, oh, we got to set up a meeting. And you set up a meeting. You book the time. And they're sat there and they don't even know what they want. Or they tell you what they want or what they're planning. And you say you now need to think about X, Y, Z. And they take forever to get back to you or to move the wheel. Or sometimes they're not moving the wheel. And then they come back to you because they do want to move the wheel. And you have to remind them, but we can't move the wheel until you tell me about this stuff. But they forgot all about that. Stuff, mate, and it happens. Atul, when will you upload a tutorial on Lightspeed Cache plugins? I never said I would, Atul. And I think there's already tutorials out there for it on YouTube. I mean, unless you're going to commission me, Atul. Are you commissioning me, Atul? Are you going to pay me to do a video on Lightspeed? I am very blunt. I decided 6 months ago that if someone asks me to do something, and I don't just mean clients, I mean people who are not clients or anyone, even from the community, Web Squadron, Facebook, anywhere. If I don't want to do it because I feel like you need to pay me to do it, that's it. And I have no regrets, no guilt, no trauma, no voodoo doll stabbings going on, nothing like that. I don't care. You got to value your time. You got to value what you put in and what you get out of it. Because if you give away too much, your brain will get caught into this very bad place where every time you're scared to say no. Oh, I can't say no. I've got to do it. Oh, I said I would do that. I better do it now. Oh, they're not happy. Oh, how do I make them happy? Oh, I don't want to lose the client. Oh, no, I'm making money out of them. No. I've said it so many times, right? Every potential project that comes through the door, I tell them the price, okay? And if we want to dig deeper, we will. But off the top of my head, this is the rough price. If they want to work with me, fine. If not, I don't care. I don't chase, right? So I won't say, what do you think? You know, this is a limited time offer. I don't care. I do not chase. I treat every potential project like a dead horse. If you like horses, I'm really sorry, but I treat it like a dead horse, right? I gave you the price and that's it. I intentionally delete the email. So if you send me an email and you want a quote and you've sent me like example websites and URLs and whatevers, I'll tell you the price and I delete. It's not until you come back and we are now engaging properly with that leads to a commission or a discovery call that I now want the details. I don't want my inbox loaded with crap that ain't going nowhere. I want my inbox to be lean and mean, right? I only want to, when I open my inbox, I only want to see what I need to see. I don't even want a folder that says potential projects. No, why? What are you going to do? Dip in and out of it? Oh, hey, are you still looking for a website? Don't care. Not until it's something real. It's like if you go, it's like if you go and buy groceries, right? Food. You will buy what sits in your fridge. When you go to your fridge or your freezer or your cupboard, that's what you got. What you're not going to do is go to your fridge and inside of the fridge have a photograph of the grocery store, a catalogue of every single bit of food. So you open your fridge and you go, well, I got a sandwich, I got butter, got some cheese, got some chicken, but ooh, I haven't got this and I haven't got that. And maybe I should buy this and maybe I should buy that. No, I only want to know what matters. And that's how you need to treat life, okay? It's in fact, that is how I treat the people I am friends with, I hang around with, my family members I mingle with, everything in my life, in my room, in my lounge, wherever, okay? All of this, right, what's on my table now is what matters. What doesn't matter, boom, out the door. Don't need to know about it. Because we spend so much of our life when we're growing up as kids, where we're surrounded by things we can't control. The school you go to, the people you meet, the teachers, the education, family members, got to go to their house, got to go to their wedding, got to eat this food and whatnot, got to study this, got to read that, blah, 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 watch this, do that, listen to this and all of that. There's things going on. When you work in a corporation, you're going to work with absolute dickheads, right? It happens, okay? You're going to have to do bits of work and traveling and whatnot. You're surrounded by things that you can't have full-on control over. But when you're a business or a freelancer, you do you. It sounds really rude to say that because some people, when they are told you do you, they start thinking dirty things. But no, you do you, all right? Don't surround yourself with any... I'm about to contradict myself now because right now I'm being very negative in some way. But don't surround yourself with negativity, right? Be positive. Believe in yourself. Get out there. Bust a gut. Drink Pepsi Max. Let me just check some of the comments that are coming in. Mark says, say what you mean, man. Don't hold back. Sometimes I say way too much, don't I? Adrian, I know you have a large following. If you didn't, how would you survive without maintenance? But Adrian. I was doing very well before the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel's exploded really well, but a lot of our clients don't come from that. And a lot of our premium clients, a lot of them didn't even know we were on YouTube. So it's all about strategies, um, reputation, linking in with the right people. I've said this many times, right? Build a website for a school like some of you are doing. They'll be part of a network of a work, care home, residential homes, athletes, personal trainers, yoga teachers and stuff like that. They all talk. Hey, how you doing? You know, I'm part of the yoga network. You know, they're all part of the network. Hey, let's do a bit of stretching. Oh, have you heard of Imran? Who's Imran? Web designer. Oh, I need a website. It happens. Okay. That's not even a yoga move, is it? That's more like, I don't even know what that is. It's like trying to fly kind of thing. Imran charges his friends for his presence in the pub. To be honest, though, I have lost a lot of friends over the last 15, 20 years because I don't mingle with a lot of them, or I don't go to every event or function they're doing. And I have to be really brutally honest with them because sometimes they don't understand that when I was in the NHS and I was head of department, they did not understand that my time affected what happened in the office, and I was managing stuff and I had to be there to sort things out. They didn't get that. Just like now, a lot of people don't understand that I can take time off if I want. I could go on holiday if I want. I could go and watch TV. I could go out and about. I could go to my family and friends' house and whatever. But I will always be sat there thinking I could have been doing something else. I could have been watching Netflix and enjoying myself and learning knowledge, being curious. I could be building something. I could be doing a video. I could be engaging with people on a live chat. And a lot of people don't get that. If I know I'm going to be like with friends or family where it's worth my time, where I know that we are going to have conversations and we are going to talk and do stuff, then I will go. If, however, I'm just going to go to just sit there and show my face, really, really sorry, but we have FaceTime and virtual calls and all sorts, right? If it's that bloody important, we can just, just go and check what I'm doing in social media. I have zero time for dead time. It's what we had to do as kids, right? You had to go to your family's house or your friend's houses or somewhere, and you just sat there. You know when you had to go to weddings because you have to go to someone's wedding and you sat there and 8 hours later you're still sat there and you're not even really talking. You're just kind of like eating and you're not even, you like the food, you don't like the food and whatever. Dead time. I need to know that what I'm doing is good for me, my life, my family, my business, and it's gonna pay off in some way or the other. And it might not pay off financially, but it might pay off in terms of health, well-being, how I feel. I'm not going to be stressed out because I've got to go and smile at someone's house. It means that I feel better because I know I'm achieving. And that's how I've lived life, my ethos from a young age. Make a difference. And I want to know that I'm achieving. I don't want to be a replica of my parents or my auntie uncles or people that live in the street or wherever who just sit there. They're like, I don't want to be that. I want to be known for doing, not, I can't think of the right word. I want to be known for doing rather than rotting, because that's what I feel like a lot of people are. And I'm being really blunt here. Right? There's loads of people out there who don't get it. They don't get social media. They don't get why I do what I do. But they're happy to just rot away. I'm just going to sit here and, just kind of thing. Because they're not curious. They have a life and that's it. But they don't want to develop, evolve, improve, gain knowledge and skills. You can have a conversation with some people about web design, but they're very stuck in their way. Just like some people are going to be stuck in their way about religion or dinosaurs or the Big Bang or EastEnders or Star Wars. They just have one view. They're not curious to think outside the box and have debates. You know, meaty conversations, but you still respect each other's view. And that's the kind of person I am. Right, anyway, let's scroll down. I think there's been so many comments. I've missed so many, by the way, kind of thing. Cinema Info 24. How can I calculate box size and gap spacing to fit 6 boxes in 2 row? How to fix layout problem? Can you go to the Web Squadron group in Facebook and post it there, and with an image or a better example of what you're talking about, and we'll try and help you out. Let me just I'm going to scroll down quite a bit. If anyone's got a really important question, just ask it again and I'll keep a better idea. Atul says, would you recommend using Cloudflare for bot protection? I would actually go for the Malcare plugin, Patch Stack as well, but Malcare plugin that you can get for free. There is a premium version if you need detailed help and removal, but Malcare is a pretty good one to go for. Yeah, Mandalorian. It's just over there. Just there where my hand is. Mandalorian helmet. Just there. It's in the distance. I hope you like the layout of the room. During when was it? I think it was middle of December. I shifted the desk to go at an angle with the lighting and the frames over there and stuff. And I got this blue light just behind me. I'll just shift my chair a bit. Hope you can see that, okay? I hope you like it, kind of thing. UG-Man, Ugman, how would you remove the section anchors from the URL when you click on sections? Well, your table of contents is probably built on the H3, so every time you have a heading 3, it adds it to the table of content. If you want to remove it, change it from a H3 to a H4. Maybe. So that's the simplistic way of doing it. Yeah, that's what I would do, kind of thing. So, I mean, I was wondering though, during the live chats, I often I deviate and talk about life quite a lot and experiences and how to handle problems of life. And I have been wondering about doing more videos. Cheers, Igor. I just felt that like it feels more varied, doesn't it? Because you get the glow effect over here with that light, but then it transcends into like the bluiness over here. But that blue glow is quite a nice, powerful glow, but it's not overpowering the background completely. So it's there. But because it sits behind me, it works quite well. And then obviously you got these screens as well. They're not on ultra bright, but they just give a bit of like a slight movement variation in what we got. But yeah, I've been thinking about doing more like the meaning of life videos, bringing it back to web design and agency work. So you don't just sit there watching going, what's the point of this? But I do feel like I have a view. I'm not right. It's just my view and my subjective opinion. And not everyone will agree to it. But I'm one of those people where I feel like sometimes some people need to hear, and I don't want to be controversial here, but sometimes people need to see and hear an Asian guy saying you don't have to follow everything your family and culture and religion and tradition say you have to do. You can be your own person. And I don't just mean for Asians. I mean for non-Asians. I mean for Christians, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, anyone, okay? Binary, transgender, anyone. You don't have to follow a prescriptive way of behavior. You can be what you want to be. Just make sure you respect, your morals, your ethics and principles and stuff like that. But, enjoy life. I ain't going to any wedding. Do you know how many weddings I've not been to in my family? Because I'm literally like, I'm actually busy. or I don't know you that well, or I just don't want to go. And people don't like it, but it's truth. It's the truth. A Grogu squishy toy would make it complete. I have thought about that as well, Floyd. I have considered that. But yeah, I have considered it. Atul says, why WordPress is not developing their design system? Well, they kind of do have templates and stuff, but you could easily build out your own. I always feel that templates and themes that are pre-built are good for you to learn. How do they do it? How do they do that? How did they do that animation? Where did this come from? How did the hover effect work? It's for learning. But to really make it as a freelancer or a web designer, you have to stop relying on templates. You need to get your finger out your ass and build. The finger is not for your backside. The finger is for the keyboard. Start clicking the keyboard. I can be quite rude, can't I? People do say that. But I don't call them rudeness. I call them Imranuendos. A bit like innuendo, but with Imran, so Imranuendo. And I'm sure I'll get cancelled one day. One day, all of my banter, all of the stuff I say and splurt out, it's going to come back to haunt me one day. I'm sure it will. And I'll get cancelled like left, right, and centre. Yeah, so Mike, my advice, look, do you know what, Mike? I built a website for my brother-in-law. I still charged him full price. He weren't happy, but I says, you don't have to use me. If you're ever going to build a website for a friend, make sure you get paid. No matter how much you love your friends or whoever's, they will push the boundaries because you're a friend. Why can't you do this for them? This website is really important for them. What, like your time isn't? So always watch out for that. Haha, flood of email. Yeah, exactly. Goddamn inbox over flooding now. No, it's not. One thing I have noticed, and I've got to, I try to create a solution for this, but I've got to investigate a bit deeper. There's a lot of people, fake people, trying to buy courses from our website, but they all of them fail. None of them get through. They all fail. There's always quite a lot of them, like every day for the past 5 days. All of them have like a name, dot, then it has 6 random numbers at gmail.com. All of the ones that fail have fit this pattern. It's obviously bots and whatever, but I've just got to find a better way of just stopping them from even doing an order. Don't worry, none of the orders go through, but it's bots, flipping son. It is bots. It's annoying. I mean, it's not annoying because I don't lose out. No sales go through for them. I'm not losing out. I don't have to worry. It's just annoying because they appear on my inbox like fail, and you have to just go and click. But every time I click, the email is the same, right? Full name, surname, dot, 6 random numbers at gmail.com. Does my head in. Does my head in. Clues Arena, I am doing an Elementor and I've been doing good and speed is optimized, but want to see what Imran might think. Is it worth learning by side and switching? I mean, I don't have any intention of leaving Elementor anytime soon. Like I use Bricks as well, but I predominantly use Elementor, mainly because when it comes to handing a website over, because there's no maintenance plan, Elementor is far simpler to teach when it's built. And they go, right, look, you want to do your fonts, or not your fonts, your posts. Here's a form. Fill in the form and then it will populate it and send it over to your custom posts and, the front end forms and all of that. It's easier to teach and explain to people. Yep, Cloudflare's turnstile. I'm looking into some possible solutions. Did you have that as well, Phil? I've just noticed Adrian said it, and I noticed Phil said it as well. Cloudflare turnstile. Yeah, it's just... it's annoying, right? You wake up in the morning, and during the night, there's been like 50 odd like every 5 minutes. And I sit there just thinking, what crazy son of a bitch is doing all of this? Mike, I'm just reading Mike's comment. You show a different person. The thing is, Mike, what you see now, right, is how I am in real life. Okay. When I work in the office, I was quite ruthless in terms of things have to be done. And we've got to hit deadlines. We have to get things done. Think about the bigger picture. Think about patients. Think about hospitals. I was very like on the ball, you know, wanting to satisfy, wanting to train people, wanting to upskill. I was very like, you know, but I had a laugh as well. So I was like one of those people where I worked damn hard, but I was able to have a bit of a laugh as well. When it comes to YouTube, because you don't know who's going to watch your videos, you're a little bit contained. And I do have I make the odd little joke or the odd comment, or I might pull the odd face or throw my hands in the air. But you have to remember that there could be someone who's 90 years old watching you, or a 15-year-old watching you, and you have to cater to a wide spectrum of people. But when you're on a live chat, I couldn't give a fucking shit. I'm just like, I just let my hair down, even though my hair's kind of down, up kind of thing. This is like the real me right now. This is how, if we went out on a night out, right? You know, friends, we're going to go to the pub, we're going to go to a restaurant, we're going to watch a movie, we're going to do something, right? This is what you would experience. This is like the, let's have a laugh. Let's talk about stuff. Let's be critical. Let's see how many F words we can say in the next minute, or which I wouldn't actually do, but you get the idea, right? All the gloves are off, right? We're going to have a laugh, and we will have a laugh. That's how I am. Black hole for bad bots. Igor, what is this? I've never heard of black hole for bad bots. What is that? What is that? What is that? I'm going to make a note of that, actually. I've never actually heard of that. What is this? Is this something real, or is this just a term you're saying to me? Black hole for bots. What is that? Are you just saying it? Anyway, let me just make a note of that. Sorry, I'm taking me ages to write because my pen was being a bit funny then. Oh, is it a plugin? Oh, I'll have to have a look at that now. I've written it down. I'll have to have a look at that. Steve made a mistake, built a website for a friend of a friend, offered them maintenance, which was declined. Now they want everything for free. Yeah, and you know what happens, Steve? You feel like you owe them, even though, have they paid you? If they're paying and they're gonna pay you for the rebuild, and they understand that your price is now based on what you would normally charge as of now, then okay. I'm happy to do it. Where I once built a website for someone, and this is years and years ago, right? They were a psychotherapist, and the website was about £500, really basic 3-page website. This is quite a while ago. And then they recommended me to a friend about a year later. And then at that time, the charge was just over £1,000. And they were really mad at me. They were like, I just referred you to a friend. They want exactly the same kind of website, and you're going to charge them double. And I was very respectful, and I said, because my prices have changed. And she didn't like that. Yeah, but how dare you? And I said to her, you're a psychotherapist. If you become popular and more people want to come to you now, would you or would you not increase your prices, supply, demand? She was like, yeah. I go, right. Now, one of your patients that used you a year ago refers you. Are you not going to charge the referred person your new price? Well, yeah, but there is no but. It's the same psychological logic I should trademark that, right? That's a company name, that. Psychological logic. I can even picture the logo. You'd have the word psychological, and then the logic inside of psychological would be a contrasting color. Trademark galore there. Anyway, the same thing applies, right? Anyway, look, 2-minute warning, because my son will be home from school soon, and I got to sort him out with his tea, and all of that and whatnot. So 2-minute warning, people. Thank you very much for being here for the live chat, even though I just talk. I've got a bit of a sore throat now, actually. I've got a sore throat. But it's been fun to be able to talk stuff out. Lisa, I recently started using Seraphonite. So the issue I have with Seraphonite is that you do have to pay for it. And I am not... I think you can do a lot without using Seraphonite. Have you seen my videos? Code snippets. You could use fast press. I just feel like you're paying because the more people that land on your website, you know, it means you pay. And I feel like I don't like that. I don't like it if, like, you know, just because people land on your website, they're gonna like have to pay more. So that's my only issue with Seraphonite. If you want to go for it, go for it. But I'm always a little bit like, you know, if you're going to pay, there should be a fixed price and that's it. Hey, Paul, I'm about to jump off, Paul, in 1 minute. You're well late, Paul. You are so late. No, but 1 minute, I'm about to jump off. My son Raheem will be home from school in a moment, actually. He's going to be home very, very soon. Wife's just pulled up as well from work. She hates it when I'm on a live chat. She's like, oh, I can't do any cooking. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. And I'm like, you can. It's a dynamic microphone. No one's going to hear you. You know, just don't fart or whatever, but no one's going to hear you, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm going to be jumping off in a moment at the moment. So I want to say thank you to everyone that's joined on the live chat. Hope to see you soon. Got some cracking videos coming out tomorrow and next week as well. Keep watching. Keep checking out all of our stuff. You know, wiki design stuff, Paul's stuff, my stuff, Jeffrey's stuff. Just keep watching and learning. And most of all, if you take one thing out of what I was talking about in today's live chat, it's be curious. Okay? Don't just take what I say or they say or what you're showing or anything. If it is a matter of fact, like this is how you do it, it's a matter of fact, okay. But if it's not a matter of fact, be curious. Go and learn, improve your knowledge and your skills. Be prepared to just open your mind a little bit. All right, everyone, I'm going to jump off now. I'm going to say take care and see you all soon. I probably shouldn't have said that just yet because I've lost my mouse. Okay, everyone, take care. Catch you all later.